Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ATS Season 2. In the previous episode, we started our journey from Winnemucca, traveling across Nevada, stopped over at Las Vegas. We have, I guess, more than halfway to go. Yeah, so we traveled across like 400 miles, and we have 424 miles to go till we get to, is this Gallup or Holbrook? Somewhere in between. Yeah, but we'll be taking the I-40 taking I-40 93 then 40, and we'll be passing through Hoover Dam, I believe. Looks like, yes. So we stopped over near the Volvo dealer. We still have our trusty 389, that huge silo at the back, which is a 25-ton silo tower. And no, I'm not in 1.31 beta. This is 1.30, alright? I'll tell you all about it. Do we need lights? Not really. What time is it anyway? I don't think I can see it here. I have to change that one. 132, okay. That should be good enough. Let's get started. So, what's been up? As you guys might know, 1.31 beta or beta, depending on where you come from. Whoa! Bro, didn't you see me? Someone's been having too many Oreos? That was insane. That was one of the weirdest things I've seen. Yeah, I do. Oh, we're gonna hit him twice. Just for good measure. Just nudge him a little bit there. No other cars, right? Good. Alright. Way to start the episode. Clumsy trucking at its finest. Oh, but I blame that car. It seems like he didn't look where he was turning right on. Or maybe he was at my peripheral and I didn't see him. I don't know, either way. Anyway, yes, so 1.31 beta is out, but it is not stable. A lot of problems, a lot of bugs still. So it's still very much in its beta state. Normally when SCS releases something, it's usually more stable than the usual betas that you're familiar with, like betas from other games. But in this case, and they even mentioned that one, they specifically said that this version is a bit more unstable than the others, but they wanted to get it out there anyway so people can test and help them test. But yeah, just to make it clear, the beta is not really for the people's sake in terms of like getting early access to the updates. That's one of the benefits, but that's not like the purpose for it. The main purpose is to help SCS with the testing, and so we have to expect a couple of bugs, and we have to expect that it's not going to be as smooth a ride as we would want in a stable version. So the main goal is to help them test and not to just experience the new stuff. So we can't really demand that it be stable, because that's exactly what beta is for, to make it stable. That's why they have open beta. So they have a closed beta, and they have an open beta for the more for even more thorough testing, so they make sure they didn't miss any bases. And it looks like for this particular one, there's still quite a lot of work to be done. The major problems I'm seeing are from the frame rate point of view. It's still not clear, so I talked about it briefly yesterday in the ETS2 episode, but it seems like it's still not fixed. And to make matters worse, they still don't know what's causing it exactly. So that's even trickier. Not knowing what the problem is makes things a lot more complicated. Yeah. But yeah, I hope they figure it out soon. There are a lot of theories. Like initially, they thought it was because of the mirrors. So there's a big update in the mirrors department. Like they changed the field of view, made it more realistic. I think it's easier to reverse now and easier to gauge your distance by just looking at the mirrors, hopefully. We'll have to test it for ourselves, but yeah, that looks promising. Although there were some theories which said it might be the ones causing the frame to slow down. I'm not really sure. I don't think so, because Max from SCS made some people test it out, and he concluded that the behavior for mirrors is the same. Like it hasn't changed from before, so it shouldn't be affecting the frame rate. But it might be something else, and I'm not sure. Some people then, since yesterday, some people have been testing it more, and some people tested the HDR effect. So they tested with and without HDR. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong lane. Yeah, that's fine. We're a truck. We probably are given some exceptions. Okay, but yeah, so there were updates since yesterday. Some people tested with HDR, and it was not conclusive still. The tests were not conclusive. Some people tested and got a huge FPS boost when they had HDR off versus HDR on. But to be honest, I think that's just a matter of the normal HDR. I mean, HDR would really slow down your system a bit because it would be doing a lot more stuff. Prettifying, so to speak, the picture. Yeah, adding more colors, adding more vibrance and everything. Making the picture more alive. And that, of course, has its performance drawback. So I'm not sure if the slowdown is caused by the new update or it's really just the effect of HDR. Because some people then tested and said they didn't really encounter any... That's an interesting vehicle. I wonder if that's from Cyrus the Virus's AI pack. Give me more traffic. Because it's the first time I've seen that. That's actually quite interesting. Interesting sound as well. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so some people then tested and said they didn't really encounter any frame rate slowdown with or without HDR. I mean, they encountered the slowdown, but they didn't get any difference when they had HDR on or off. Bro, are you stopping? Is there a traffic light somewhere? Not really. Okay, let's turn right here. Yield and go. That's what you taught me, right? When it's red light, you can go on green. Well, when it's red light, you can turn right, but you'll have to yield first. Stop fully, yield, and then go. What is this? Oh, it's like the monorail thing. Okay. Yeah, so some people were testing the HDR and they didn't encounter any additional difference in frame rate with it on or off. So I'm not sure if that's the trigger either. I think it might have something to do with their video cards. The people who encountered the frame rate loss when they turned on HDR, I guess that's just because their video cards couldn't handle the additional processing anymore, so it caused them slow down. Because the people who had like a 1080 Ti, they didn't encounter any difference with HDR on or off, but I think they still encountered the frame rate loss. So it's still a bit of a question mark what's really causing it. The weird thing about it though is there were a couple of reports about it, and Rob also mentioned it to me in the Discord, is that the GPU usage seems to go down. So normally, when your system slows down, that's most likely because your system cannot handle it anymore. There might be a bottleneck somewhere. CPU, GPU, memory, or somewhere. So in this case, I would have expected if they were encountering frame rate loss, then it must be somewhere from the... It might be because the graphics engine is loading too much and the GPU cannot handle it anymore. And so I would expect when there is frame FPS loss, then the GPU usage should be like 99% or 100%. Interestingly enough, the people who've been monitoring it said, are we at the Hoover Dam? Yes, we are. Let's take a photo. They said that the GPU usage actually went down. So it's the opposite than the usual case. So I'm not really sure how that happens. Oh yes, definitely one for the books. That looks so good. Can we rotate a bit? Yeah, that might help improve the picture a bit more. Like a drone shot. That is beautiful. Maybe you go down a bit like that. Yeah. So the frame rate, the FPS is going down, but the graphics, the GPU usage is going down as well. So it doesn't make sense. And the CPU usage has gone down as well. So it doesn't seem like the system is getting overloaded. For me, what that looks like, it's something with the engine itself. There's something with the optimization in the game that it's not giving out enough like instructions to process. So it's not like the system can't handle it. It's like the system is not receiving enough so it's slowing down. So it doesn't like... It seems like the instructions from the game is slowing down, so the PC isn't... the CPU, GPU can't process anything at all. So it's not like they're reaching a bottleneck somewhere. And it's very, very weird. I saw that kind of behavior before. Whoa, look at that swerving. Insane swerving. From that guy in front. Not this one, that guy. Whew. Terrible. It's all very quiet though, isn't it? Everybody's super quiet. But yeah, that is a major accident right there. Made even longer thanks to more events mod by, what's his name? Starts with M, I think. He's in the mods list if you guys want to download. If you want longer and more random events, check out that mod. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's a bit weird, but it seems like they changed something with the engine with this 1.31 patch that's causing a bit of a bottleneck in terms of the game itself, and not... So that means despite or regardless of how fast your system is, I think you'll still encounter this problem. It's not about the power of your system. That's how it looks like in the meantime. So I hope they find the culprit. They probably changed something under the hood, and it has this nasty side effect. I've seen this kind of behavior before, like in Transport Fever. Like I'm monitoring my CPU, all my cores, all my threads. I'm monitoring my GPU. I'm monitoring the performance, the usage. If anything is getting bottlenecked, but no. At some point, it just slows down. Like if there's too much to process, the game can't handle it, and the game can't even send it to the CPU or the GPU for processing. Something like that. And I don't really know how to explain it, but if someone knows, if someone has the technical know-how on how that works, why is it that sometimes you don't see any bottleneck on your system, CPU, GPU, memory, but the game slows down? I heard that it's because of the game's optimization itself when it comes to that, but how so? What's the problem? What are they missing? I mean, I would have expected to slow down if your system can't handle it, but the system is like free. Like there's no problem with the system. It can handle more stuff, but the game isn't giving much. Yeah, so that's how it looks so far. Seems like there's another one here. Please don't swerve. Please don't swerve. Oh no, this car. should have known. I should have known. That's fine. Good. Does look like a pretty nice sky though. Oh, pretty nice scenery. Beautiful. And yeah, lots of roadworks today. You can bypass the nearby way station. Wow, for a change. And that beep was the loudest beep I've ever heard. Actually made me nervous a bit there. Okay, fine. Good. That's good news. At least we can skip it. So yeah, that's why I haven't switched to 1.31 yet. I've heard a couple of people have tested 1.31 and went back to 1.30 because the frame rate loss is really immense. Like it's somewhere between 10 to 20 FPS. And yeah, if you lose 10 to 20 FPS, you'll really feel it. You will really feel it. I know, maybe it's the cables. I'm not sure if anyone has tested if they disable the cables, if it works now. Maybe there's something buggy with the physics. 35 in here. Why? Oh, okay. Are we approaching a city? Seems like. Slowest city limits ever. Or is it? Arizona has like 25 miles speed limit inside cities. Do you guys know of any state that has it slower? Because in California it's 30, right? In New Mexico, what, 35? Something like that. We have to move left. Oh, Swift. Hey, brother. Now that's what our truck should be. Faster internet. Interesting van. Bad thing is, I can't see the sign anymore. There it is. Kind of blocking the way. My bad. Is it our turn? Not really. Not really. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yes, people have started recommending new trucks to me. Keep them coming. Right now, I'm inclined to go with the Volvo VNL next. But yeah, it's still going to be a while. We only have 36,000. So yeah, we have a lot of driving to do. First, we'll have to enable the map mod. Maybe Viva Mexico. I'm not really sure. Still open to that one, guys. Would you like Viva Mexico or Coast to Coast? Coast to Coast might be more American, but in terms of quality, if we drive it coast to coast, that means there will be times when the scenery will be super bland. There are times when the scenery will be awesome, but there will be times when it will be super flat. So you guys be the judge. Let me know in the comments. Coast to Coast or Viva Mexico or other map mods. But yeah, probably if we want to continue with the series, we'll have to enable one of them because we've explored most of the default map now. What is a plane doing here? Interesting. Okay, good. But yeah, I really have high hopes for 1.31. It's a step toward the right direction. Improving the mirrors, adding trailer cables, improving the things under the hood. But yeah, I guess from my point of view, it will take at least a few weeks more before that stabilizes. So I probably will stick to 1.30 in the meantime. And I haven't seen much support on the... Why is this guy slowing down? I haven't seen much support with the mods yet. I think even the modders are trying to hold off on it. Also, by the way, did you hear about the ATS to 1.31 update? So it's coming soon, the ATS 1.31 update. I guess it will have the same frame rate problems. But the interesting thing is they have new special transport routes. So if you have the special transport DLC, you know, the ones with the escort, there will be no new trailers, I don't think, but there will be new routes. Some would be in the DLC areas, so maybe they'll add Italy routes now? I'm not sure, I hope so. That would be nice, that would be really nice. Because I think their reasoning before, we don't have a special transport DLC route in Italy, was because they were working on those two at the same time. They were working on special transport, and at the same time Italy was still just being built. So they couldn't really do a route in Italy because it wasn't done yet. They didn't know the actual how it looks. So I think now they have a chance to do that, and they will do that for free. They will give updates for free. That's what's amazing about SCS. They give out all these free updates, and they just listen to the community. No, that's what makes a great company. Okay, I'm expecting a few last-minute swervers again, like that car. Any takers? No. Okay, good. Wow! Don't go full stop on me. Oh man. Trailer brake. There we go. Good. Why do you guys slow down so much? It's not that narrow, this road. Fine. That looks so realistic, that scene, huh? Really like how that was done. Can't wait for that to happen in ATS 2. That would be so amazing. Imagine driving through those German autobahns and just having these randomly instead of having them fixed. That would be so cool. Although you would have to drive through them in Pro Mods Germany, because the default SCS Germany, it's a bit old. Doesn't look even remotely similar to the real autobahns. I have high hopes though. Oh yeah, 1.31 update for ATS also comes with Yosemite, right? Yoga Pass or something like that. So it's a very promising thing that they're updating the existing map. And I really hope that they do that as well for ATS 2. I hope they update the German areas, Germany, UK, and the other old areas from like 5 years ago. I hope they update it for free with the game updates, like with 1.31. I hope they have a surprise. It's not that impossible because they are doing it here in ATS, and I think they're doing it to train their new members. I think they're doing it to train their new mappers. So the new mappers from their company are experimenting, or maybe taking care of the existing areas, improving them, adding new stuff. And then the others, maybe the veterans, are working on the actual DLCs. I think that's how it's looking right now. So I really hope that they use the existing areas as training grounds, so to speak. If they could really improve Germany, because Germany has like the best highways, right? Well, I guess the most famous, especially. And if they make that realistic in default SCS, I mean, that's going to be pretty iconic. Like most people, and this is a common sentiment, like we have beautiful roads in Scandinavia, in France, in Italy, because of the DLCs. But what's in between all of them? Germany, right? So in order for you to reach from Scandinavia to France, you'll have to go through Germany. In order for you to reach from Italy to Scandinavia, you have to go through Italy. You have to go through Germany. So it's and people don't like going through Germany because the roads are so, how do I put it? To put it bluntly, the roads are ugly in game, okay? Not in real life. In real life it's awesome, but in game it doesn't look the same. Like 2 lanes, dropping off exits, filled with sunflowers. Yeah, you know how it looks. But yeah, it doesn't look real at all. So when you enable Pro mods, it's really a breath of fresh air when you go through Germany. I've been driving through Germany offline the past few weeks, and it was just so good, so good. It's not just straight roads, it's really all the winding roads, all the different autobahns, all the different intersections. And it's so varied, and it's just so massive, so vast. So yes, that's definitely one training ground that SCS can utilize, and I hope they do. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm secretly hoping that, well, it's probably not secretly anymore because I'm telling you guys. I'm really hoping that they have a surprise when ETS 2 1.31 comes out. I'm hoping that they have like a small update in Germany or one city, just a small area, improving it a bit, you know, just to test it out, how it works. Because if they do that, then that's a precedent, or precedent, how do you pronounce it? That means if they do like a single area, if they redo one area, that means it's a good sign. That means they can redo the other areas as well. Yeah, they have a plan for it. So that's the thing. Go here. I guess I'm assuming we have to move left again. Usually that's how the road works go. We will see. Yeah, looks like the road narrows to the left. Good. Please don't swerve. Please don't swerve. Be smart. Be smart about this, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm always nervous. There was a time when I trusted the AI with those merges, but I don't know, something changed recently. It was just, I don't know, maybe it was just maybe I just expected too much of them. But yeah, recently they've been really wrecking it. Last minute turns, last minute swerves. I think I told you that story once. It's really a sports car just crashed in front of me because he swerved at the last minute in that kind of roadworks. Riparuni on toast, as they say. Also, yeah, a couple of people have been asking about the mug. Yeah, it's not available. It's not yet publicly available, this mug, if you want it, because it's actually part of Foggy Weather 2.0. So when Foggy Weather 2.0 goes public, then that will be part of it. But until then, it's still not. If anyone wants to make like that mug though on their own, you let me know, and maybe I can help with that. Also, what I'm really requesting for, if someone knows how to make accessories, is that dangling thing, but with a CG logo. So like a simple CG logo that's transparent, maybe a circle, maybe CG with a circle in it, a ring, and then you hang it from here, and it dangles with the CG logo. Yeah, and like transparent edges or something like that. That would be so nice. And I think that's from that banner, that the rest stop sign. I really like that. I think it's getting really dark. So our lights. Should we sleep? Should I have slept there? My bad. But it's a bit too late now. Oh no, we can't really. 7 hours left. 2 hours left. Yeah, we cannot sleep. We'll have to do some nighttime driving, I think. Beautiful sky. Yeah. That's foggy weather at work. So if anyone knows how to make a cabin accessory like that, a CG logo with a circle, let me know, okay? You can join the Discord and let me know you're interested, and we can coordinate how to do that. Ah, 40. I-40 that is. Wow, look at this. This is such a beautiful view. Goodness. You know, the mountains in the distance. And the mountains are not too overpowering. They're just like adding to the overall scene, but they're not like owning the place, if you get what I mean. So nice. Coupled with the vegetation and the the roads, and of course the sky. Everything just works, doesn't it? Beautiful. Why are these cars a bit on the slow side? I think I'll have to overtake them soon. We'll see. Why does it seem like I have... Oh, I have high beams on. My bad. Okay. So probably the cars have been blinking at me this entire time. Yeah, I was wondering why it was so intense. My bad. That's more natural now. Okay, yeah. That looks good. Can we overtake? Yes, we can try. Come on. Oh, it's the same van. The faster internet van. Comcast. That's a real company, right? Not sure which mod pack that comes from. Maybe Jazzy Cats. Yeah, I think for ATS I have Jazzy Cats turned on. Please don't swerve. Thank you. Let's keep our distance from the front of the truck. I think Jack Spanner told me the ideal distance is around 5 to 7 seconds. And how you do that, if you're not familiar, is, and I think that's the reason why you have posts on the road. Like, you know how you have those occasional posts? I think that's to measure your distance from the front of your truck. Like, when that truck in front of you passes that post, you count 5 to 7 seconds. That should be the only time when you should pass the same post. You get what I mean? Yeah, so that's how you measure the distance you have. So the faster you go, the shorter that time will be. So that tells you how far away you should be. So that in 5 to 7 seconds you pass the same pole that same truck in front passed. Right now though, we don't have a lot of landmarks, but we can maybe think of maybe that bush, that dark green bush. Okay, that truck just passed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 seconds. I think this is the right distance so far. Yeah, we're good here. And at least when he tries to brake dramatically or something like that, we can see it clearly. Now, this is a perfect example. So we did nighttime driving yesterday in ETS2, and this time it's nighttime driving in ATS. This is the perfect example. I don't have a Bastrepas flare pack in here. And although you can still see the dots from a distance, they're a bit blurred, I think. They're not that visible. I think they're good for frame rates, so they don't cause the game to lag or anything like that. But if you want pure quality, at this, sacrificing a bit of frame rate, I think a Bastrepas flare pack does the trick quite well. Yeah, you can see like the headlights from a distance like that, but it's a bit like subtle, too subtle. There's a point on the distance where they seem to be like turned off completely, and then they start off fading in. So from total pitch black, they become a bit whiter and whiter as they go nearer you. It's not bad. Like, you see those two dots from a distance and how they bloom like that. Yes. So that's how it works. With Abastrepas, what I notice is it's always like pure white, regardless how far it is. And yeah, I guess that has its own performance impact, so to speak. You get what you pay for. You pay for it in frame rates, you get nicer graphics overall. So if your system can handle it, then go ahead. But yeah, I guess I understand where SCS is coming from. They have to balance the quality of the graphics with the overall performance, so that it doesn't box out or exclude many people from the list, because not everyone has like most powerful PCs. Some people have potatoes, I think you call it, right? Yeah, has to run for everybody. Look at those red lights. You can see them, but they're a bit weak now. You can barely see them anymore. Holbrook Sholo should be nearby, I think. Also, I'm starting to get into the habit of not stepping on the gas fully. And you'll probably see this during the streams, during the Clumsy trekking streams, where you have the telemetry server. So where you can see how hard I'm stepping on the accelerator when I'm stepping on the clutch and the brakes. So I have that thing on the lower left. If you've seen one of the recent Clumsy trekking streams, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Which makes me think I can actually enable that here. Are you guys interested in seeing that here? I'm not really sure, because I mean it kind of breaks immersion, because you would have an overlay in your screen, but you would get more info. So it's a bit of a balance between the two. So you guys let me know in the comments what you prefer. If you prefer having the overlay on the lower left, so you can see the shifter position, the clutch, brake, and pedal, accelerator pedal gauges. So how hard I'm stepping on them and when I'm stepping on them. If you're interested in having that here in the YouTube videos, then you let me know, because usually I just enable them on stream. But yeah, you'll probably notice that I don't step on the pedal fully anymore, or at least I try not to, because it's very fuel economic if you don't do that, if you don't always step on it. Like from what I've noticed, it's not just about the revs. So like you can keep on shifting at 1500. It shouldn't be that bad for fuel, but don't step on the gas fully every single time. And as much as you can, cruise along. Roadwork ahead. Very powerful lights here. Very nice. That's how it should be in these roadworks. Otherwise, how would the people work properly at night? Yeah, Bastrepas' flare pack really takes the cake on this one. I mean, it's so good. You can see the vehicles from far, far away. This one, it seems like a bit eerie how they like pop up like that from nothing to fading into like 2 globes of light. I think I can just cruise along here without engine braking at all. Yeah, what I'm hoping for as well, and someone posted it in the forums, I really agree with that idea, is I wish they would make the map more interactive, in the way that, you know those signs which say no engine braking allowed? Because it's noisy and people might get disturbed, you know, those signs, no engine brakes. I wish they would make that real, that when you use your engine brakes in those areas, you would get a penalty. So you'd be more aware of your surroundings, and it's not just decoration, you know. It would be very nice if that happened, because they managed to do it now in Yosemite. Like when you're in that park, and when you have a trailer, you get penalized, you get a penalty. So they should be able to read that as well, other info as well, based on your current location, and then they can set a certain area where if you press your jake brakes like this, then that triggers a penalty. Or maybe if you press it for a longer period of time, like that. That would be really immersive, right? And this road looks pretty darn tight. Not even sure if my trailer can fit through. We will try. What are we carrying again? Silo tower. Oh yeah, okay, for the farm. It's like we're the guys from the Farm Manager game, delivering the silo. That's cool. Let's make it that way. Okay. I think it's the first time I'm delivering here. This doesn't look like a familiar place to me. Up. I think I'm gonna hit that in front. Yeah. Last minute I realized, oh crap. I'm driving a US truck. And the engine died on me. Oh, I was moving forward. Wrong gear. Yeah, last minute I realized, oh crap, this is an American truck. This has a nose. And I kind of got used to European trucking again. My bad. Don't you hate it when you have this super long job and you're doing like a super great job? You're really taking care of the trailer and everything, and then last minute, the last turn that you have to do before you park, you hit something and you damage it. Crap! For us though, I'm not sure if that was enough to damage the trailer. I'm hoping not. But we will see. I think this is new from New Mexico area. Maybe because it's right in the border, I think. Like if you look at the map here, we're in between Gallup and something. So it might be a new area actually. That's true. So if we look at this one, Silo Tower, Holbrook. We're still in Holbrook now officially. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's old. Maybe I just haven't been here. Oh, there are trucks there. Why did we go through this road then? One sec. Why did we have to go through here when we could have just gone straight there and turned here maybe? Or maybe that wasn't the thing. Maybe there is no turn here. That doesn't look like there's a ramp. But yeah, that looks interesting. Stop. And that's Gallup already. So this is the border. Arizona to New Mexico. Look at that guy. Nice. It's a pretty famous guy here in ATS. We should give him a name. Yeah. Mr. Cones. Sounds like a teddy bear. Oh, here we go again with the turn. Okay. Didn't hit anything that time. That's good. There we go. And then one more turn. And we should be good. Sorry. Here we are. And it looks like a challenging parking. I think I remember this. Yep, right there in the corner like that will require us to do a bit of crap. A bit of blindside reversing with this huge trailer. Okay, we can do this. Focus. Yeah, I think this is where the new field of view on the mirrors with 1.31 will help a lot, especially with that side. Oh no. That's not going good at all. You have to correct the side. I like the lighting on that place. It looks so real, doesn't it? Okay, let's do it like this so I can see. Good. Might be a bit too much though. Can't see a darn thing. Okay, there it is. There's the subtle blinking lights there for reversing. How the heck do we turn into it? I think we have to turn in a bit sharper now. Or maybe a lot sharper. I think that's gonna be enough. One sec. Let me stop. Go down the truck. Look. Okay, it's not enough. But I think we can manage to adjust a bit here and get more leverage, improve the angle. There it is. There we go. That's the turn we need, exactly. It's super hard to see though. Super hard to see if it's enough or not. Crap, I think I hit something. Wait. Okay, we've gone over the grass, but I think we're in the right place here. Okay, good. Continue. Okay, I think we'll need diff lock. Diff lock. Help me out, diff lock. Okay, that doesn't really help. Let's turn it off. I think it's my angle. It's a bit too sharp. Yeah, that should be better. Like so. And reverse it up like so. Does that help? I think it's a bit late. Stop. Have a look outside. It's not too bad. I think we can manage. Yeah, I think we can manage. Wow, look at how bad the visibility is on here on this side. And you really can't see anything at all. Okay, is it here? There it is. There it is. That actually looks quite good. We've gone over a bit though, but I think we can straighten that here. Okay. There we have it. It's a bit off. I have to agree it's a bit off, but I think we can correct it somehow. That doesn't look too good. Okay, let's straighten it out a bit. Yes. Okay. That way. And correct it. I think it's a bit too late for correcting though. Man, this is tricky, huh? This is what ETS2 is missing. There we go. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look outside. That's not too bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. For nighttime parking, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh. Oh, come on. The game actually crashed on me. It didn't like what I did. Wow. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. Well, how do we do that then? Let's see. Let's see where we end up with. Wow, it's the first time this game crashed on me on that screen. What's happening to this game? I haven't updated it, have I? No, I have not. Let's see if the delivery finished. If the thing is tagged in the delivery part. It is. It's 685 kilometers, 39.79 liters per 100 kms. But it's in here. It still says I have a freight market job in progress. I'm here already though. Maybe it's just a matter of unloading it, I hope. Let's see where it last saved. Yeah, but that's weird. So it logged the job already. I finished it, but it just didn't save it before it crashed. That kind of sucks, man. Oh, we haven't parked it yet. Okay, I see. Well, let's just skip the parking. If we skip it though... No, let's finish it, yeah? Let's see if it still crashes the second time around. If it does, then maybe it's a trailer. Maybe it's a trailer. And I'll just do this quick, okay? I'll just do this third person. Show you how easy it is in third person. When you can see your trailer like this, it's definitely a lot easier. Still doesn't make it a walk in the park though. Cause yeah, I still understeered there a bit. But I think we can manage to fix that. Oh. Move to this other side. Yeah, it's a bit weird how that works, huh? First time the game crashed like that. Now that is a bit awkward. Super far away from the best thing. Okay, let's reverse it properly. So I just don't want to end. I just don't want to end the episode yet. This is my excuse. Okay, go up a bit. All right. Let's move to the left here. There you go, that's looking better. Maybe start turning off. And stop. We're getting this. But yeah, it's really super easy compared to first person when you have this. You can't underestimate it though, but yeah. There you go, reverse it like that. Oh, there it was. There it was. Should be right there. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this will still crash. Okay. Okay, that finished now. That's a bit weird. Yeah, that's super weird. Alright, fine. Wow, okay, level 10. Good thing we did that because we are in dire need of money and levels. So, what do we choose? Do I choose fuel economy? Guess we should pick out the ADRs first so we can yeah, have access to all the types of trailers. Flammable gases, yeah, let's go with that. Good. So now we have 78k. And we're going much closer to having enough money to get a new truck. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Next episode, should we go Viva Mexico, C2C, stick with default map? You be the judge, okay? And you let me know, and let's say majority wins. Let me just hang out here so there's better lighting. Well, not the best lighting still. But that's okay. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. And yes, comment away. Be looking forward to them. Anyway, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Clumsy trucking, everybody, and bye-bye. There you go. See you in the next one.